Electronic voting may be the wave of the future, but is it safe? Who is actually behind their push? Smartmatic Group, a UK-based company, is running the Utah Republican Open Caucuses on Tuesday. And as it turns out, the chairman of Smartmatic is a close friend of liberal billionaire George Soros. Joining me now to share his thoughts on this is Emmy Award-winning media and legal analyst Lionel of Lionel Media. Hi, Lionel. First of all, let me ask you this. How safe and secure can online voting be with all the hacking problems that we face every day?
None. It can't be. There isn't a day that goes by when we are not shocked by yet another fabled, storied institution like, let's see, the IRS, the Pentagon, Goldman Sachs, Sony. But understand this. This is almost comical in a strange way. Let me get this straight. It's almost like The Onion wrote this. You have a Soros, well, not really Soros-backed, but a Soros buddy whose online company, sort of, is going to work for the Utah GOP caucus. Can we get any more obscure than that? That notwithstanding, why is it, after Hacking Democracy, which came out in 2006, after we have just been through everyday living the Apple story with the FBI, the NSA, how can anybody today not say, whoa, 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 to the whole notion of electronic voting? Let me ask you this question. Let's assume you ran for office and you lost. How would you verify this today? We have the president at South by Southwest saying, hey, you could use your cool iPhone and you could use a laptop or you can use an iPad. It's so cool. And today we had the new Apple phones, and we're immersed in this kind of we're mollified, we're being habituated. Oh, isn't that cool? It's not cool. This is the franchise. What is it that we have to learn that there is nothing to zeros and ones? It can't be verified. It can't be backed up. It is per se fraudulent. How can anybody even think for a moment that there's anything to this? Why isn't they're marching in the street for this?
Well, Lionel, to be clear, though, this online voting, they say, isn't truly online voting. They're saying it's just a form you can fill out online, drop off the ballot at the ballot box at your regular voting place. I mean, that seems kind of innocuous and harmless. I mean, what kind of damage do you think someone can do by filling out their form online?
As someone once said, roar. Now, I'll take the purple finger over that any day. Anytime you have something which is able to be put into a digital cloud, I don't care if it's straws, if it's peppercorns, if it's anything. What is it? Have we lost our mind? And by the way, I haven't even brought up this notion of George Soros. You see, to the right, so to speak, George Soros is this, there he is. To the left, it's the Koch brothers. I mean, this thing, there are more bells and whistles. Now, remember, this is the Utah GOP caucus. Not exactly, still important with all due respect, but how is it that in one respect we can have news story after news story where we hear about the fragility and the lack of security after Bush against Gore in 2000, Citizens United, McCutcheon? You have Supreme Court cases paving the way for big money affecting government votes. Has this country seriously just learned nothing? I mean, do we really, honestly, do you and I have to explain this? Are you kidding? Are you kidding me? I don't know if it's Soros, you know what? Or the Pope.
At least this time we won't have a hanging Chad issue. So
I'll take the hanging Chad. I'll take the double Chad, the pregnant Chad, a Chad and Jeremy.
You'll take Chad.
I'll take anybody. But this. We seriously don't learn anything. Nothing. We're the poorest students of history, and it's not about our driver's license or who won America's most whatever.
I think
This
you might
is
have a point there.
voting.
We are repeating history, and we got to leave that right there. Unfortunately, Lionel, I'm out of time. That was legal and media analyst Lionel of Lionel Media in New York.
You're killing me.